This is a 2007 MBO K800 pallet feed folder, automatic setup folder with 4 plates and 2 knives and a FA-82 pressing and stacking delivery. We're going to walk through each piece here. So straight ahead here we have the pallet feeder. This saves you setup time. You don't have to load a continuous. You don't have to take your paper off the pallet. You just come right off your press or your cutter and you load the pallet right in there. There's a laser in the back that'll actually show you where to stop it when you put it in. And then you go ahead and feeds the whole pallet. We're going to run this thing in a minute here for you, but this just kind of shows you how you we just have a small pallet here set up for testing. So I believe, is everything on the feeder automatic setup except the side guides and the top guides? Yes, everything's automatic setup except, you know, the few, you know, things here you set by hand, but everything else is full auto setup. Going across here, we'll get to the screen here in a minute where you set up your jobs, but your in-feed, your registration table here is all automatic setup. You got 4 plates, 2 down, 2 up, which we'll look at in a minute when we open this hood up. And then coming around here to the side, you got sound hoods, of course. We have some of the sound hood covers off in the front and back just for demonstration and so we can show you what it's doing. You got 2 knives inside of there. You got dual outputs here and here. And then this is your FA-82 stacker. So that's a pressure stacker with, you know, adjustments here and here for pressing your folds, and then the paper goes down and around, and this receding plate, stacking plate here, will start here and work its way back to stack all your materials that comes out. There's an interface on the edge over here, which directly connects to the main folder, gets all its instructions, information, etc. So we'll go ahead and take a look at this end of the machine real quick, then we'll do the screen. So this is your sound hood. It comes up and locks in place. You got 2 automatic plates on the top. See the motors there. Automatic setup. I mean, literally everything on this machine is automatic setup except for this few little like paper guides on top, which you rarely change over. And there's 2 automatic plates on the bottom, as we showed before. And then coming this way, you have 2 knife folds. You got one here. This is like your 8-page fold, full auto setup. Then underneath, down in there, you have a secondary 8-page fold. You can actually see better from over here. Sorry, that's your 16-page fold. My apologies. Which is again automatic setup. So 2 knife folds, 4 buckle folds, and then it goes into your pressing stacking unit. It's set up with cassette slitter shafts. I'm going to pull those out. So they're much faster to change than a standard slitter shaft, you know, slitter, creaser, perfor. They just pop right out, right?
The whole cassette comes out.
The whole cassette comes out, okay. So the whole cassette comes out and you can change it to a different setup, quick job changeover, etc. So you see your whole folder here. You got counters for doing different bursts, keeping track of how many of each unit you've made. You got jobs in here. Now we don't have any jobs set up right now. Well, we have one for testing, just a signature job, but you could have a whole list of jobs here, search for them, sort them. They save all your settings, all your automated setup. You go to this folding impression screen, and this is where you would set up your job. You set, you know, paper weights, thicknesses, sheet sizes, speeds, if you want to do how many folds you want to do, which plates, 1 knife fold, 2 knife folds, etc. And I believe they even have a catalog of standard jobs that you would do. You go to here, I believe. So, you know, there's a lot of standard jobs everybody does, so it's got, you know, these are all saved and you can use these, you can build off of these. There's about 57 standard jobs in here. You can add more as well in your saved jobs. Go back. And then it's got basic stuff an automated machine would have: diagnostics, a service screen, documentation. You can change your units. For sheets here, you can change your settings, speed, so on and so forth. So this is your automation here. Then this gives you, regular push button controls for starting, feeding, blowers, pumps, feeder, etc. So we have to set this thing up to run. We have to hook the air up and whatnot, turn the vacuum on, and then we'll come back and turn the lights back on, and we'll give you a quick demo.